Hey, Dr. Tim Warren from the Ouch Doctors here. Why don't you come on into my kitchen? It's really huge, so there's probably not going to be room for all of us. But here we are in the kitchen, and I want to talk about sugar today, which is the death fuel, I call it. And it's also like jet fuel for chronic pain. And Dr. Steve and I have spoken a bit about sugar and about its downsides. But I just took a look through the cupboards, and it's a small kitchen. There's not a lot of cupboards. But look at all this crapola that I found. And that doesn't, I'm going to go into these individually. I'm not sure if I can swap my screen out here. Let me see. No. All right. So anyway, but as a result of a episode that the Ouch Doctors did, we talked about sugar, and then the questions that came in were like, well, what about this sugar or that sugar. So I thought I'd just explain that a little bit more, just with props that I found around. And Heidi bakes, and I've actually told her to stop baking because I have I have no resistance. I just chow till when she makes cookies or brownies or cakes or something like that. I just I lose all control and I just suck it down. So I've actually instructed her to not do that. However, occasionally she does. Christmas cookies. What's Christmas going to be without cookies, for example? So anyway, she's got all this stuff in the nooks and crannies. So I've kind of lined these all up with horrible first and good at the very end. So let's start with the horrible, and I hope you can see this. Why is this the most horrible thing that I've found in the house? No, number one, because it's just chemicals. Number two, it's just processed to like crazy. I do not trust this product. To my knowledge, I've never touched this product. I don't know what it's doing in here, and I'd really like to throw it away. Um, but I would incur the wrath of Heidi, which she's very nice, but she might be ticked off. I'm going to ask her if I can toss this in the trash. Horrible. Next up, we have good old fashioned, which most people would consider sugar, Domino sugar. Again, why is this so bad? Well, I don't want to go into all the chemistry of it, but it spikes blood sugar and then drops blood sugar just down through the floor, and that chronic ebb and flow is just deteriorating for the human body. So next in line in the bad to slightly better but the one good thing that sugar has over the Splenda is that it's processed, it's beat to crap from its original plant, which I guess is a sugar cane or a sugar beet or whatever that is. But it is slightly better than the chemicals and the massively processed whatever this is. So the next, but then people say, well, what about Truvia? Because it comes from the stevia plant, whatever that plant is. This is a Truvia blend that has stevia sweetener blended with cane sugar. So that's next on the nasty, horrible scale. Slightly better, but still, I wouldn't touch it personally, to my knowledge, unless Heidi bakes something. Okay, so then, but that, since it has sugar in it, cane sugar, that's slightly worse in my book to just pure trivia. Yeah, okay, it's a calorie-free sweetener from the stevia leaf. Still not buying it. So I don't want that to touch my lips either. Next, these might be a tie. I don't know. We have organic light brown sugar. Okay, so it's a little less processed. I still don't want it. Organic raw cane turbinado sugar. I don't really know what turbinado means, but I'll give it a nod because it's a cool name. And then we've got here some organic blue agave nectar. That also sounds cool. Maybe I'll do that, but still, I'm not trusting it. I don't want my blood sugar blasting up into the stratosphere and then dropping down into hell as a result. No. And then organic coconut sugar. I don't know. I like coconuts. I like organic. I don't know anything about it. I'm going to try to stay away from it. But Let's not forget that there's other kinds of sugar that are kind of hidden. Pasta, breads, dairy, high in different types of sugar. So, um, and then we get right over here to some orange juice. I cut this in half. I do use this in my smoothie, which I'm going to make right after I show you all these sugars. Um, but it's very important to kind of look at the ingredients and make sure there's no added sugar. This is 0 grams of added sugars, but it has natural sugar of 22 grams. So I cut it. You know, I usually make a smoothie a day for Heidi and myself, and then we cut that. So, but it is sugary, and and an awesome sugar naturally is any kind of fruit sugar. I have here a peach, which is superb. However, you can overdo that as well. Um, so what else do we have? So obviously, in it, because you know, with fruits or berries and things like that, and I like to have berries in every shake that I make, protein shake, and based on nutritional information, you do need some berries every day, blueberries and strawberries preferably, especially if they're in season. I throw those into the shake, throw them on my awesome morning cereals, and but you can overdo it too, so you don't want to get crazy with it. So like 1 serving a day of berries is going to pretty much do it. So with that said, let me just go ahead, and since I'm already in the process, I just want to show you when I do make a shake. I'm going to put the orange juice in as a base. I'm going to use Dr. Axe's multi-collagen protein from Ancient Nutrition. I like that. I am going to put in some frozen blueberries. I'm going to throw in a little bit of flaxseed meal. When things are kind of starting to go bad, that's when I'm going to toss them in a shake. And so I'm going to use the rest of those strawberries, and I'm going to put 2 huge handfuls of baby spinach in there, and I'm going to zip it all up. And while I'm doing that and doing this movie, I'm enjoying my black coffee with an oil scum on the top, which is nothing's better than that, because that is black organic ground coffee with my version of bulletproof coffee there. I'm going to put a little bit of organic ghee butter in there, grass-fed, and I'm going to put some organic coconut oil in there, and I put like a half a scoop again of Dr. Axe's multi-collagen protein in it. So that's just a little bit about sugar. Another bad thing about these nasty sugars, and hopefully this one is destined for the landfill right here, that it can raise our stress hormones. It can raise just inflammation markers in our body. Just a number of really nasty things. So minimize your sugar. Don't talk yourself into the marketing of some of these products, which are just junk. And don't forget that you're going to get sugars broken down from stuff that you might not consider it, like pastas and nasty breads and things like that, and even dairy products. And one more thing while I'm thinking about it, let's look at good old Heinz ketchup. Total sugars 4 grams, and let's see what's so 4 grams, and includes 4 grams of added sugars. So, and that's with, what's the serving size? 1 tablespoon. Crazy. So anyway, minimize sugar, maximize your life. Over and out from the Ouch Doctors. Tune in again on Thursday, which is that tomorrow? No, today's Tuesday. So Thursday, the Ouch Doctors, Dr. Steve Taubman and myself will be back out at 7:30. In the meantime, download our free kit that's on theouchdoctors.com. Download that free kit, because that'll help you to get out of pain as quick as possible. Talk later. Bye.